Hey, what is up, guys? Scott Lee in my basement, here to talk to you about one thing and one thing only: furries. Yes, today we're going to talk about furries, those guys who dress up in creepy costumes and go to conventions. Real weird stuff, right? Or is it? Well, that's what I'm here to talk about today. We're going to uncover the truth of this misunderstood internet subculture. Before we get into that, guys, we got to understand where these people came from. The furry fandom originated all the way back in 1980 at a science fiction convention where a drawing from Steve Gallacci spurred a discussion on anthropomorphic animals and their use in science fiction, according to Fred Patton, world-renowned furry historian. Fred has been known for his many works, such as Albedo Anthropomorphics and Furry Fandom Conventions 1989 to 2015. Now, the word furry was first used in a fanzines magazine referring to people who appreciated anthropomorphic animal art. And movies like Kim of the White Lion and Disney's Robin Hood generated an interest in anthropomorphic animals long before the fandom originally started. But today, we're not just going to focus on their past. We're going to focus on their contributions to society today and how society views furries. Now let's go. The furry fandom is a social stigma in and out of the internet. The general population has the perception that furries are sexually driven and mainly focus on that part of furry culture. Furries have been ridiculed as social deviants and misfits, which is somewhat unfair, but when some of the members of your fandom act like this...
All the single furries, 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 all the single furries. Now put your paws up. I'm just a pup, don't know how to stop. Just shaking my own little tail.
It's hard to sympathize with them, but that's exactly what I'm here to do. I'm going to look past the shallow interpretations that the media has given for furries and give them the justice that they deserve. Now, furries do get a bad rep, and it's mostly undeserved, such as the crime scene investigation episode, Fur and Loathing. It tells the tale of a yiffing gone wrong that leads to a murder. Now, what is yiffing? Well, this is a school project, so I can't tell you that. Anyways, this episode paints the furries as a fandom centered around sex. And it's a general consensus of the fandom that it's a false interpretation. Furries aren't perfect angels, though. There was the incident of Rainforest 2015, where a group of furries became too rambunctious, probably under the influence of drugs and alcohol, and trashed the hotel that was hosting their convention. Despite this, though, many furries don't deserve the criticism that they receive. They do often contribute to society. Like in Vancouver, there was a convention that was being held at a hotel, and in that same convention hotel, there was a group of Syrian refugees that were placed there. And the furries, for the remainder of the time that they were there, entertained these refugees while they were being stranded in this other land. And in my opinion, I think furries, while they might be strange dressing up in large cartoon fursuits, have a place in society. They benefit from each other by being in an environment with people who have the same values, and the fandom is a place for them to feel safe and included.